The NBA offseason is always full of surprises, but few were as jaw-dropping as the events of Sunday, when a major trade shook up the league's landscape. After a heart-wrenching 0-4 sweep at the hands of the top-seeded Oklahoma City Thunder, the Memphis Grizzlies' 2024-25 season ended with more questions than answers. Despite a promising start, the Grizzlies' postseason hopes were dashed by injuries to key players, including their star guard Ja Morant, and the subsequent firing of head coach Taylor Jenkins in the dying weeks of the regular season. As the Grizzlies' playoff dreams crumbled, the inevitable question arose: would Memphis break up its core? The answer quickly became clear, as one name dominated trade rumors: Desmond Bane. Known for his sharpshooting and ability to deliver in clutch moments, Bane has been a crucial part of the Grizzlies' success since being drafted in 2020. With a max contract in hand, he became a coveted asset, representing both raw talent and the trade flexibility that many teams were desperate for. On Saturday, that speculation became a reality when ESPN's Shams Charania broke the news. The Grizzlies were sending Desmond Bane to the Orlando Magic in a blockbuster deal. In exchange, Memphis received veteran wing Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, young point guard Cole Anthony, 4 unprotected first-round picks, and a pick swap. The trade immediately caught the attention of NBA fans and analysts, but it wasn't just because of Bane's departure from Memphis. No, the real conversation revolved around the massive return the Grizzlies received: 4 unprotected first-round picks and more, for a player who, while talented, is not yet a household name on the level of some of the NBA's other superstars. For many, the trade sparked a fierce debate. How could Desmond Bane, who averages 21.5 points per game and shoots 41% from 3, command such a massive haul, while Luka Doncic, arguably one of the top 5 players in the league, went for only 1 first-round pick? Social media was ablaze with comments and questions, as fans compared the two deals with incredulity. "We watch a league where Desmond Bane got traded for more first-round picks than Luka Doncic," one fan tweeted, while another wrote, "Desmond Bane trade compared to the Luka trade. Can't tell me this league isn't rigged." The comparisons only continued to grow as fans pointed out the absurdity of the situation. One expletive FRP for Luka Doncic, while Desmond Bane goes for 4. While the general reaction was one of disbelief, it was clear that the trade had struck a nerve. Fans of Luka Doncic, in particular, were vocal in expressing their frustration with what they saw as a massive undervaluing of their superstar. Desmond Bane commanding more FRPs than prime Luka, one fan wrote. The message was clear. The trade market just didn't seem to add up. Of course, it's important to note that there's more to a trade than just numbers. Bane's value is certainly enhanced by his contract situation. He's locked in for the long term on a deal that makes him a valuable asset for a team looking to build for the future. On the other hand, Luka Doncic's massive contract and his status as a superstar means that any trade involving him would require an extraordinary package of players and picks, something that not every team would be able to provide. Still, the optics of the situation couldn't be ignored. How did Bane, a player who is still on the rise, net more picks than one of the most dynamic and established stars in the NBA? This feeling of injustice was echoed by even more fans. "If Bane went for 4 firsts, I wonder what Luka would have gone for LMFAO," one user quipped. Another fan shared their disbelief, writing, "More picks for Desmond Bane than Luka Doncic." Perhaps the most biting critique came from one fan who said, "Seeing Bane go for 4 first-round picks while the Lakers only had to give up 1 for Luka. Nah, Desmond Bane being worth multiple first-round picks and Dallas getting a measly 1 for Luka Doncic has me furious." Thanks a lot, Nico. Referencing the Dallas Mavericks general manager, Nico Harrison. For the Lakers, the Doncic trade is a golden opportunity, one that comes with little risk and the potential for enormous rewards. While there are many questions surrounding the future of the Mavericks and their inability to surround Doncic with a consistent supporting cast, the Lakers are poised to make a major push for the championship in the coming seasons, with Luka leading the way. However, that doesn't make the situation any easier for fans who feel like their favorite player has been drastically undervalued. For some, it's an unfair reality, as Bane, a solid player in his own right, seemed to be on the receiving end of an overinflated return.